Hey, everybody. This is Reality with Judy. How you doing? Now, like I said, I sound like a frog and a dude. But, things is changing down to the step, okay? So I'm going to do a 2-show recap. I know y'all love it when I do that because my numbers are high when I do that. Because y'all I get to see, just like I'll click on one video. I don't have to go from one video to the other video. I just click on one video and watch the recap. So, and then seeing as how I watched the episodes on Fridays, and then I watched Belle Collective Friday, and then I watched Love and Marriage Huntsville Saturday. It's okay if I do both shows on Sunday together, because I used to do Belle Collective Saturday, and then I used to do Love and Marriage Huntsville Sunday. But now that some things have changed in the demographic, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do both of them at the same time. So let's start with Belle Collective. The episode opens up and we're still with Tisha and Glenn. And Tisha is very, very upset that Glenn has made some drastic changes in their lifestyle without consulting her. And then she runs down that she had a image in her breast. Again, that is very scary. Let me tell you, at my last mammogram years ago, I had a abnormality in my breast, and I had to take like three more mammograms, and then they had to go in and pull out some fluid or something. I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but it is very scary. You're sitting there waiting, and then you don't know if things are going to be normal, especially when I have a very close family member who has survived breast cancer. So it's always a wait and see type of thing. So I felt for Tisha. I assure you, I felt for her. Tisha, like I said, I don't think I have any favorites on this show, because it goes back and forth with them, because they all, with the exception of Tambra, they all do shit to each other. And so sometimes when they do things to each other, they all make me mad at some point. Like, when we're going to get to this situation with Selena and Sophia. So moving right along to the next scene, we have Latrice with Mama Gloria. Y'all know I love Mama Gloria. Okay, I'll put it this way. My favorite extra, aka extra, a friend to the show, a mama to the show, Miss Gloria is my favorite mama. She hadn't done anything to get in that girl's business like that. Now, she tell her about Cliff, don't fuck him up. she be thinking about fucking up Cliff. But with the exception of her, she went on ahead and let her marry Cliff. She don't get in their business, like when they're talking, have conversation. She's not overbearing like Letitia's mama and Miss Betty Steele and Miss Mama Joyce. She's not like any of them. She is very laid back and chill. I love Miss Gloria. I can't help it. But they go to the band cage, and basketball. The only thing she said that was funny was like, let's pretend this is Marie. That was funny. Latrice is definitely a girl's child. Leave them leave them sports alone, girl. Leave them alone. You and Letitia, child. Don't do it. Mississippi girls can't play softball, child. Now, I couldn't catch it, but I damn sure could hit. I used to go to the band cage, that same band cage, with one of my friends, guy friends. We weren't together, but we were together. we had a situationship. I put it that way. I wasn't committed to him. He wasn't committed to me, but we did a whole lot of things together, and that was one of the things we used to go. We used to go to that band cage right there. He thought he could hit Chad, but anyway. We used to have a good time in there. That's a good date. If you don't know what, because I think in that same, now back when I was going, and they used to have a band cage in there, and they used to have skating rink in there, and baby, we did it all. We used to go to the band cage, skating rink, everything. We could take ate pizza, all 9 yards, everything they had to do in there, play shot pool, everything they had to do in there, we did in there, and We find out that Miss Glory done got real grown. She say, hell no. Y'all don't pay me no attention. Y'all working. I'm going back to work myself so I can keep my mind off of what's going on with y'all. But I tell you what, Miss Glory, what you can do. Now, I don't know if this situation has resolved itself. What you could have done was got it in that yard. Because that's what and not to say that your yard may not be up to par by now. Because if I had a retirement party like that, baby, I wouldn't have no thoughts of no damn job. But other than do something volunteer. I mean, there's things that you can volunteer in the Jackson and surrounding areas. There's not much volunteer work that you can do around here. You can volunteer at any of those mental health facilities. Go down there and volunteer one of them MAURICE facilities, child. They always looking for volunteers at places like that. Anyway, she was like, yeah, I went back to work and I couldn't sit at home just sitting there. Get out there in the yard. That's what I did. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. And I honestly, it's times when I wish I had, go back to work or whatever. But, every time my child tell me, oh, mama, I love coming home to a home cooked meal. And, sometimes working mothers don't have time to do all that. No shade to working mothers because my sister did it, my mama did it. It just so happened that my circumstances were able to where I didn't have to. But I can if I want to. And that's what makes it great for Miss Glory. She can go back to work if she wants to, and she got a rich ass daughter. She can sit down if she wants to. Either way. So, moving right along. I love Miss Glory. I can't even talk about her. So then we get Letitia and her dad, and girl, when I tell you that scene with those two made me want to cry and upchuck and everything else. When she fell off in her daddy's arms, she was telling him about how Glenn had quit his job. And I think a lot of it, too, was him not consulting her. Had quit his job without talking to her about it. I know how she felt. But it just made me miss my daddy so much. My daddy was that kind of guy. If I had a teardrop that fell, it's like he was Superman and could hear that if it was silent. He could hear the teardrop in him and my mama's room when he come in. Nah, everything okay, baby. I mean, you need that in your life. And that's why I hate that my daughters don't have their dad, because that right there is something that you cannot replace. Your mama can give you that type of love, yeah, but it just seems like it's something different when your dad goes down and becomes sense. Now, let's don't get it twisted now. Letitia's daddy fine. Letitia said he used to coach her in basketball, and she sucked. I could tell. You like I said, they were out there put. You need to stay off all of that, because you ain't good at it. I used to go to put with one of my guy friends too. That damn shit is fun. I thought I could put until I try to play real golf. Real golf and put is similar, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same. Trust me, put is fun. You got to have some real skills to play golf. So after she falls in her dad's on, that things, and then we get to the Selena and the girls that are playing Star Baby Shower. Now I can tell the difference in Star and Sky. And because also D used to always say that it was Sky and Sanjay that baby her, that Star is a sweet one. And I know it deep down in my soul, the reason why Star gets along with Sophia still, and she don't want to be split between the mom and Sophia. She don't want to be split between her mom and dad. But she knows that Sophia loves them. And I don't care what nobody say. I can tell that lady took our time and practically raised them along with JJ. And it's just amazing how, the absentee parent could come in, to me, my opinion, to come in and destroy that relationship just because she decides that she has decided that now I'm ready to come in later in life after graduation of high school and all this type of stuff and be a parent. And I'm not saying that she wasn't a parent, but it's a difference between being a parent and an absentee parent. An absentee parent, and a lot of people take this as negative. It's not always negative. An absentee parent is the parent that's not in the home, the parent that is not the 24-hour supervisor of the children. Yes, she said she went to PTA meetings. Yes, she said that she went to games. Yes, she said she went to all their dance practices and stuff like that. But just like with Martell Holt, if you're not going home and staying with them and you're not the primary caregiver, you're still going to be called an absentee parent. And that's what I mean. And when you are the absentee parent, that would be no different if Selena was the primary parent and JJ was the absentee parent. And she had a boyfriend that put in so much time with them and helped raise them. That's where this situation gets sticky at, because I do believe Sophia helped raise them. It wasn't like she was a stepmother that just came over and kicked it with them every once in a while. Say, girl, yeah, let me comb your hair, let me get you a couple cupcakes and send y'all back over to Selena house. I don't think that's how it went. I think that she literally was hands-on with them. That's my opinion. That's what I feel. That's what I see in the show. And I can look at, and people be calling her so fake because they always want to ride with Selena, right or wrong. That's the same thing that people do with Mel, and I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. So anyway, that's absentee in a way. That, you can't get that time back. I don't care how much you get in the press and do what you do. You can't get that time back. Like I said, I feel like JJ has had his moments where he mistreated her. Yes. Do I feel like JJ had his moments where he cheated on her? Yes. Like I said, I think all men cheat. But at the same time, I recall that letter, and I will never forget that letter as JJ read that letter, and I don't think a lot of her fans have heard that letter. And the letter that he kept. And that letter is what resonated with me. I am going to leave these girls with you. I am going to leave you. I don't want to be married. I don't want to be a parent. These were the things that were in that letter. That man internalized that letter. And everybody say, well, he want her back. He want her back. Maybe so. Maybe so deep down inside, he missed some parts of their relationship. They were together since they were 16, 17 years old. It's going to be some love there. They had children together. It's going to be some love there. But they have moved on. Both of them have moved on. Stop acting like JJ would take Selena's ass back if she gave him the opportunity. That man loves So Gucci too. And I mean, he loves her in a different way. He loves the woman that Sophia is right now. He ain't in no past situation. He is in a permanent situation with Sophia. He loves her. I could tell he does. He thinks that woman walks on water. He admires her. Because what Sophia did is not what Selena did in their relationship. It's very different. I hope I don't get copyright struck with my neighbors playing their music so loud. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm doing bad over here. Trying to get away from my kids in the house and pull a Roxanne, and then my neighbor playing the music all loud and shit. Cause I just played a snippet of the Real Housewives of SLC on my video yesterday, and they gonna come talking about that's acceptable copyright. The Bravo Network fully agrees with you using their part of their footage. I'm like, I see damn content creators using footage all the time. Monetized content creators. You better get the fuck out of here. But anyway, move right along. So, yeah, I'm struggling. So I'm trying to hurry up with this. So we go to the baby shower. And by the way, I I will say that it was very, very wrong and very, very fucking rude for Latrice and Tamara to come to that baby shower that late. It was even more wrong for JJ not to go. See, I'm balanced. I don't give two shakes of a rattlesnake's ass. If I see wrong, I'm gonna call wrong out. And he was wrong because Star has not given him what Sky and Sanjay give him. I feel like Sky and Sanjay be giving him the damn blues because they look like the types. And Dee had said before the start, she and Star still have a good relationship. It was always Sky and Sanjay that was ganging up on her. So moving right along. So at the shower or whatever, and Selena made like she is ready for JJ to come and, you know, them to make peace. JJ sick of her. I know he is. I know he's tired of putting forth effort after effort after effort after effort. And then here she is dragging him in the press. Now everybody thinks that he started dragging her first. No, I wouldn't say it was dragging. I think he's telling his story. JJ's dad was there. JJ's stepmother was there and some of his sisters. Now, I indirectly know JJ's stepmama. Ain't gonna tell you how I know her, but I know of her very well. Okay, so I can't reveal my sources on how I know all these people. Let's say I just got a good in on how I know these people. But yeah, so like in the same before that, which is really not much to it. Tambra and Greedy went to the box down there on County Line Road and ate some ice cream. Girl, I was hoping to myself, maybe Marble Slab's not open anymore over there, but baby, when I tell you Marble Slab damn ice cream was fire. Bob's ain't got shit on Marble Slab. Do you hear me? Creamstone Creamery ain't got shit on Cold Stone Creamery ain't got shit on Mama Slab. Not in my opinion. I used to be in heaven. And everybody would always be like, girl, why you only get one kind of ice cream? My sister used to get on my nerve. But I will go out every once in a while on a limb and add some Snickers to my ice cream or some Nestle Crunch. My mouth is watering. I will do that. But what I won't do is add all that other stuff. I be seeing people with shit like gummy bear sprinkles and syrup and this kind of syrup and that kind of syrup. I'll be saying, I'm very vanilla when it comes to my ice cream. And I don't change and I don't waver. I'm very vanilla. Now I will eat Mulan Crunch. And that's because it tastes like Snickers is in there. But other than that, I don't want no banana pudding ice cream. I don't want no butter pecan. None of that. Don't be messing up my ice cream and all that mess in there. Very vanilla. My sister be like, what the hell we going to Marble Slab spending all this money for on this ice cream? You gonna eat it like that? Like you go to the store get you some vanilla. I said, no. Marble Slab vanilla is different. Trust me when I tell you it's different. But Greedy wanted to get a baby some ice cream. He wanted to give her a little taste. Well, damn, Tim. If that baby's on formula, which I know she is, because you can't be breastfeeding 24 hours a day because your ass work all the time, it wasn't going to hurt you to get that baby formula because it's the same thing. I mean, ice cream because it's the same thing as formula. Yes, the coolness is not good for a baby. But that ain't no baby. That baby about one. The baby look like she about, I would say a good 9-10 months old right there. You could have got that baby some ice cream. You simplifying Greedy. I don't like it. Hey, that man was right. That baby wanted some of that ice cream. To get that baby a little taste of that ice cream. It was not gonna hurt her. Like Gritty said, low key. We all had a little beer in our milk as 80s, 90s children. 70s, 80s, 90s children. We built different. And I ain't talking about them late 90s babies. I'm talking about the ones at the first beginning of the 90s, like 89, 90, right in there. The rest of y'all, I don't know about y'all millennials, but early 90s, early 90s, closer to the 80s. And we were different. And put a little NyQuil in there, little sip. Got a cold, put a little NyQuil in there. We built different. I have literally taken a teaspoon of sweet oil. I would never do that to my children these days, but you take a little teaspoon of sweet oil, open up your bowel well. A little teaspoon of mixed water with your turpentine. It did some things to all kind of sores and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We built different. Put alcohol directly on the sore. Now I dilute it when my children sore won't burn. Child, we had to sit up there and deal with the burning. If you know, you know. Then we literally put that brown stuff on Infotigo stores. I'm trying to tell you, we built different. So I understood where you were coming from. But on the ice cream thing, you could have been timber. I mean, it wasn't gonna hurt. Now, JJ didn't show up we still back to at the baby shower. JJ didn't show up. And Sophia was trying to, and I couldn't believe that I saw so many comments talking about Sophia was wrong and she was glad that he wasn't there. She was smirking and smiling. I didn't see any of that. I saw concern. When JJ said, I don't care, I want my peace messed up, God darn it. I don't want that negative energy around me. That woman done attack you, hit you in the head with a glass. I don't want that negative energy around me, God darn it. She done messed up things between the family, God darn it. It was all her negative in a way it was. And everybody's like, Sophia need to take accountability. Sophia need to take accountability for her part in it. What accountability has Selena asked to? I'm telling y'all quit this being blinded by somebody's beauty and not seeing how fucking conniving and low down somebody can be. I'm not saying that about Selena because everybody talk about how sweet she is. What I'm saying is people who know that they have a lot of people on their side will kind of recoil and not take responsibility for their part in things. And she don't, in my opinion. She lets the public fight for her, and that's sort of like what the same people who are accusing Melody of doing that is the same people that's backing up Selena as she does. Weird. If you can call out Melody, you should be able to call her ass out because she's a fan favorite. And ain't my favorite because I can see right through the bullshit if you really want to know the truth. So moving right along, and we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to get to the improv. I go like I used to teach that little girl who did improv. I know her from somewhere. I cannot place her, but I feel like I used to teach her. I bet she went. If she went to Chastain, I taught her. But anyway, she looks familiar. And so they get to the improv place, and while they're at the improv place, they all do each other, which is cute. But I mean, everybody thought it was real funny because Latrice came, and when she came late, she brought Antoinette with her, which they were surprised to see Antoinette. They were really expecting to see Selena. Selena creeps her ass in there at the last minute like she do, so she could sashay Shantae. Everybody talking, oh, she's so fine. She did see that, then the third and the fourth and the fifth. Look at that body. She about to be 50 years old. Look at that body. And I'm like, BBL body still. No different than Marie. No different than Latrice and everybody else that had work on the show. I don't know if Sophia had work or not because that girl stay in the gym. She probably got it the right way. I don't know. A lot of people think that Sophia had a BBL, but I'm going to tell you something. You can say what you want to say. But that BBL body on none of them, in my opinion, can touch Sophia's if that's a BBL body or a natural body. In my opinion, natural. That girl got it going on. Tall, slender, clothes, everything she wear looks good on her. Stop with the bullshit. Stop. And that skin and that melanin is popping. Okay? Well, Maurice sitting up at confessional could barely open her damn mouth. Maurice still has me blocked, by the way, but I just tell you, I mean, I give Marie props when she need props, and probably the only content creator that give her props. That's cool. Keep me black, girl. But all because I took Tamara's side, which I should have. In that situation with you bringing that damn rapist, hey, you know, allegedly, a harasser around that lady. So they all do the improv or whatever, and then Selena slinks her ass in there, sachet Sante. And that's all about all she good for. And then Sophia slips her ass right on out the door. She like, I ain't gonna be here with my assailant. Girl, stop calling her an assailant. I ain't gonna assailant somebody who actually, you know, murk somebody. That's what I thought an assailant was. Stop calling that lady that. Now, I don't like that. But anyway, after the improv didn't go well, Marie and Latrice get into it, and then she's like, Marie, and I can't even do my Marie impression cause my damn voice. But Marie, like, I'm Marie Monroe, and I ain't putting up with this. I don't want to be around this girl. And ooh wee, when I tell you, I felt some kind of way when Latrice called her lesser than, greater than, and less than. I'm not gonna be around nobody that's lesser than me. I mean, baby, you did exactly what she did to you. And then there go Letitia crying. If y'all don't get it together, it ain't gonna be no collective. You know, Antoinette decided she wanted to pipe up. And Antoinette, oh, well, you know, we don't get along as collective because collective wanna dig up and destroy businesses. Girl, come on now. Answer that. Really, technically, they didn't do anything or couldn't do anything to destroy your business, girl. You got that DDS. I mean, what can they do? Whether you were able to start your own practice or not, you could have worked for any dentistry in the state of Mississippi, and it wasn't anything they could have done to your license. I don't care what nobody say. Not what anything that they spoke of on the show. You're going to have your license regardless. Anywhere in the state. You could have worked outside, even to have your own practice. I know your dream was to have your own practice. You have your own practice. But I still don't believe anything that they did to you ruin your reputation on creating your own business. And we destroying businesses and all that. No. Now, honestly, what Marie did could have done something to the businesses. But that whole thing with Latrice, no. And Letitia trying to accuse you of talking to Glenn. And who hell nobody, everybody could look at Glenn and tell you didn't want that Negro. You like white men. For the most part. Is what I see. And moving right along to the next show. They ends with Letitia crying. It ain't gonna be no collective. I said, ooh, Carlo King been in that cause she player producer. Y'all can't see that. Carlo King been in her ear. Now let's get into Love and Marriage, honey. Well, the episode opens up and we have Martell and his loafers and Destiny. And Destiny is telling Martell that she about the trip, and she's telling him, well, Destiny, how does things go with Mel being there? And she was like, well, you know, it started off rocky, and then Mel really started to kiss my ass. She was so, you know, we don't ever know what kind of personality we're going to get with Mel, and I do it. No, bitch, we don't ever know what kind of personality we're going to get with your lollipop head, lollipop head ass, having ass. Excuse me, I try to say her name. I call her Lollipop. I wonder did on Wiki did the Lollipopkins get to know Epetha or whatever her name is before Dorothy Landing and Lollipop Land. I gotta watch that movie. I gotta figure things out because I know it's a prequel, so I'm trying to get with what's happening in the previous and prequel. But anyway, so he said, well how's things going with your dad? And she says, well, Dad is he's not doing well, you know. He's going to get his prostate checked, and you know, there were some abnormalities. Shout out to Mr. Madani, because we all know that it must be rough and tough stuff with Afro Puffs trying to re-raise that cup. Because she ain't finished being raised yet. She's in Arrested Development, so is Martell, so maybe that's why her and Martell are secret friends. And so she brings up Trish. And he was like, what you gotta bring her up for? And she said, because we were talking about working out. Because in the previous conversation, they were talking about working out. Oh, yeah. Well, right. She is your trainer. And she said, well, what? Not Martell. Because I guess she knows that Martell is going to tell her whatever. What really happened between y'all? And he was like, oh, nothing happened. I mean, you know, her ass messed up the whole situation. Because all she had to do was pretend like she didn't know me. Just like I pretended like I didn't know her. And then Destiny was like, so were you both married? It ain't no way that Trisha wasn't married. Because duh, she's still married now. So that was a dumb question. Duh, she was definitely married. Oh, well, you know. Now, Martell knows how to shoot the shit, right? Because when it's convenient for him, they're separated. When he was running up in Arian after Sugar Mama was born. But conveniently, they very much still married when Melody was doing what she was. Yeah, well, Mel was, doing her thing. You know, she was seeing a lot of guys at that time. A lot of guys. Did y'all catch that? This motherfucker, I don't give a damn if Mel had 100 niggas running up in her house. The fact that he carried on a damn near 6-year affair, going on 10 years affair with Slap on now like corn on the cob, you could just roll on with that. Then he's like, well, I'm kind of disappointed, with Marceau and Maurice, they always talking about me cheating, and they cheat too. And do I believe Martell? Yep. Do I believe Maurice cheated? Yep. Do I believe Marshmallow Cheese Puff has cheated with several women? Yep. The man literally said he did orgies. I know, I don't care how high Kimmy's X drive is, she can't keep up with that jackrabbit. She can't. And then with Marceau, he got slapping Letitia over there. And he don't appreciate her for raising his children because he ain't had no hand in that. Remember, those are teachers' kids. That's what he said. So, and a lot of people talk about Melody saying you better get you a Martell Hope. At the time, of course, she didn't have no idea what she was going to be going through at this point with him. And when she said that, it's because Martell allowed her to be, whether we agree with their marriage or not, whether we liked him or not, he did allow her to grow. And Marceau didn't want Tisha to grow. He didn't want Tisha to have growth. And so he goes on to say, well, and I know, things on them, and I could tell things. But why you wait until now, loafers? Look, loafers without socks. We've been wanting to know what you knew on them. And we understood that you was holding it in the chamber. But you had ample opportunity to drop that bomb. Because now, It's almost like we don't really care like that, because nothing more so Mr. Top Row can say to the audience or to me as an audience member that he hasn't done anything outside of the marriage. There's no way, especially after the trip to Atlanta, and then them showing Maurice at his bachelorette party. Child, bachelorette. Ooh, slip of the tongue. And I meant bachelor party, but Martell, he had the right to, kind of come at him about his DUI, because they judge him all the time. And Maurice does have a sanctimonious attitude. Maurice tells her, Martell talks about also how Kim was acting like, whatever happened between he and Motel Hotel was before him. I just want to know how. I want to know, can somebody in the audience please explain to me if Motel Hotel and Trish did get it on, which I believe they did. It's my opinion. If they did get it on, then somebody needs to explain to me how Martell and Trish did all these things before Ken. If nobody can explain it to me, then I'm going to ride with what I think from the beginning. Her and Motel Hotel did their thing. They did that thing in that lady house. And I still believe that. So, in the next scene, which was a scene that you knew was going to happen, Melody meets with Nell. Now, a lot of people have spent a lot of time on this thing. It was nothing to me. I'm going to pull out a few highlighted points that I gathered from the scene. These ladies' friendship is on the rocks, because what Nell is doing, I'm wrapping the conversation up, okay? I'm getting, pulling out the highlights. To me, Nell is basically putting their friendship in jeopardy, because she's trying to prove to the audience and all of the people on the show who blame the millimeters for everything that she is not that girl, that she can't be punked by Melody, that she knows how to put Melody in her place. But in the process, what you are doing is alienating her. And whether you care or not, that's what you're doing. And then Mel, as far as Mel talking about this mentorship, potato on that. Mentorship, guidance, counseling, whatever. You're speaking to an older person about, how to navigate things in a marriage that has infidelity. Simple. And Nell, for you to come in Melody, I'm talking about each points with each of them, where I feel like one was right and both of them had points. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, and when Nell came at her with the thing about the room, that is the worst. That is the absolute worst. That is the most petty shit for a 60-something-year-old woman that I've ever seen. And then, Melanie's like, well, I can't do Melanie's voice because my voice missed. Dang it. I can't even get that high. I love doing the impression of Belle. I can't even do it. Oh, my voice is messed the fuck up if I can't do Mel. Now I'm sad. Because that was important, because I want to talk about how Mel, I thought it was a little bit disrespectful how Mel went around the room and laughed at, the point that Nell was making. Oh my goodness, let me hurry up and get through this. That's why I'm doing highlights on this conversation, because the voice just ain't voicing. I sound just like that little dude on Little Rascal. I think they called him Frog. Oh my goodness. I bet Frog couldn't do Melody either. Excuse me. Anyway, this is a wrap up this conversation. The friendship is really on the rocks because of NELL. You know, NELL having interviews and mentioning Mel's name. And Mel really says that when she does interviews, she don't have to talk about anybody else on the cast. Melody, that's because when people interview you, you got enough going on to keep their attention or the interviewer's attention. The other cast members don't have enough going on to keep the interviewer's attention without mentioning you and Martell because you are the centerpiece of the show. Sometimes you're just going to have to eat this because people are going to ask. So when the last time you talked to Mel? When was the last time you talked to Martell? They're going to ask everybody that. If I was around you and Martell, they would ask me that. And say, for example, I was just a friend to a friend of the friend of the show. If they knew that I knew you two, they would ask. And I was in an interview, they would, what was the last time you talked to Mel and Martell? So sometimes you just have to, take it on the chin. She did say that, you're hard-headed and stubborn and you're just like Martell. That would have aided me too. Because you're definitely not like Martell. I mean, I don't know very many people in my personal life that's like Martell. Martell can misconstrue, configure, and do anything he want to do with anybody's conversation. And he's going to go around the world in a mulberry bush and not answer any question. Now, a lot of people say that Melody doesn't take accountability for her actions either. To me, and I always say this, right now, at this point, and where we are with things on the show, I don't see a lot that she needs to take accountability for. Everybody wants to ride her about not being able to keep friendship. And you do one thing to her and then she's out. That's because, and here I'm about to put you in the mind of a Scorpio again. That's because Scorpios do so much in friendships. And it's not just because Melody is the only child. This is the way most Scorpios operate. I operate this way myself. You put so much into a friendship, and then when you don't get the return or any type of reciprocation, that is what you get. You'll get ghosted. I can tell you how many guys who I have spent time with over the years who said something I didn't like or took me somewhere I didn't like. And my sister has always told me that you sure don't put up with much. Because people always like, well, you don't have a man and that's supposed to be a dig. No, it's not a dig because that one thing that I don't like is major to me. It's major enough to me to leave you alone. Like I said, me and my children's father, I'm in my 40s, okay? At this point, I'm 50 now, but at that time, I was in my 40s, about to have a baby. And this man said to me that he will talk to me in February. He wanted to continue to come to doctor's visits with me. I let him come to one more. And that was the one I had around my birthday and his birthday. And that was more like a birthday gift to him. But I cut him off because I was like, look, I don't know if I'm being selfish, you being selfish, or I'm being selfish for this baby. But you ain't going to stress me out. I know I told this story before, but I say it all that to say that it's not just Melody has an off-putting personality. People gravitate towards Scorpio. It's just that you don't have to do a lot for us to see who you really are. And once we see you, it doesn't take a lot. I'm really, even with Melody, excuse me, please forgive me for this. But I'm talking not about Melody, I'm talking about my situation with the throat and the voice and all that. And the sniffing. But even with the Melody being the center of the show, Melody is the type of person, or can be the type of person, that is ready to relinquish some of this pressure off of her. If you could see the way she talks, She's ready for other people to give. That's why a lot of people call that being messy, or her being a messy Scorpio, or her being a force multiplier, whatever you want to call it. Any of those things. That is her saying, come on in. Give a story. And stop worrying about me. Because I'm going to go over here and sit at 7th Avenue Beauty. And I'm going to keep it pushing. So I suggest that you get you some outside avenues to make money like I have. So y'all won't have to keep talking about me and mine and what's going on with me. But there's one thing that she's been able to do that I'm very impressed with. And that's keep that love life on the wraps. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. You're going to have to come through with something on that now. We ready. We want to see something. We want to see something move and shake over there. Oh, by the way, you look lovely in your new confessional outfit. So, moving right along. Let's get off there. Okay, so everybody is talking about DUI. And even Ken and Trish are talking about it. So, Ken and Trish decide they want to bring up that it's time to confront Martell. Martell is not scared of Ken. Y'all, I don't think he is. I think the reason why Martell is not scared of Ken is because he think Ken is a simp. And he was like, Ken kept saying how Martell always called him the side dude, but you are. They were talking about the dancing and how the girls are, growing up, and they had to give Marquez gas money to get to the last event. I was like, oh no, Marquez, you went out bad. You went out bad. You talking all this shit on social media and you went out bad. You let them people have to pay gas money to bring you there. And then Ken kept saying, and then he kept thanking me for coming. Like I wasn't going to already be there, but he is the dad. You could have gave him that. You have to punk the man like that. If you was going to, and that's another flaw of Scorpio. It is very hard for us to give and then mention it again. And that's how I know that Melody was pushed to that point when she told about the $6,000 that she had loaned and didn't get back from Dirty D. Destiny. Okay? Because Melody just can't. Destiny cannot carry a scene without it being about Sonny and Moses. When I know they was in and out your life for 15 years, but again, because we were introduced to her as Lil Barry's fiance, it's just more important that I know more of that story than what's going on with Sonny and Moses, because those people are married. The man in jail. Nobody cares. So now we finally get to the DUI, where everybody's waiting for, right? So in simultaneous scene is Mel and Shanita, and they're over there doing what Melody says she does best, and that's giving out to the community. And so she tells Shanita, "Did you know? Oh shit! Oh, I can't even do it. If I talk in Melody's voice, my voice completely goes away. At least I got a little bit to give now. But when I talk like Mel, oh no, it's so bad. But anyway, she tells Shanita about the DUI, and Shanita's like, well, and then Mel's like, well, he's not walking it like he's talking. I could have told y'all that. Anybody that has them that many words, it's no way that they're always telling the truth and living the same kind of life that they're expecting you to be living around you. No way. Now this is coming off the heels of them dragging Kiki about being a drug addict. Right? But we're supposed to, and the audience is supposed to embrace him. And then, Melody's like, you know, what was really stupid and ignorant, and oh, I wish I could do her voice because it will show the inflection that I'm trying to give, but I can't. So I'm gonna keep on pushing. It was the way she said how stupid and ignorant he was, because it makes it seem like everybody else is beneath him and he knows how to live his life. Like Martin Luther King. And we all done found out Martin Luther King was perfect, right? Because even though his situation was private, he was cheating on Coretta. And that's why Jonathan Majors wanted Coretta, because Coretta wasn't going nowhere. She know that man was cheating on her. Anyway, it is what it is. Does that, you know, excuse me, minimize his effect on change in America? Absolutely not. The man was a one-man show. Even though he had people surrounding him, of course, but when I say one-man show, I mean the movement and what was behind the movement brought about such change in this country. We still have a long way to go. But, excuse me, that's my acid reflux. So my acid reflux back repeating on me, and then, child, they was dress. No, I'm not supposed to be eating the city food, but you know, hey. That's what I take medication for. But that doesn't mean it's not gonna come back. But you know, it's almost hypocritical to look at Maurice and telling his son and being the example. And nobody's perfect, right? But when you talk to people as if they're supposed to be perfect and they're supposed to live a certain type of lifestyle, and then you go out and do what you do, and then they partying, free reads, and then Melanie's like, my grandmother was killed by a drunk driver, so I take it very seriously. And most people do. I don't like drunk drivers. I've told a story about how a drunk driver almost hit me head on, me and my little bitty children in the car, and that would have been the end of us, or close to it, because he would have definitely tore up my side, because he was coming head on towards excuse me, I'm about to wrap this up. I can't do it no more. But he was coming head on towards my side of the car. It would probably rip the whole passenger side of the car off. And that the passenger side is where I used to sit my youngest baby. So it would have gotten both of us. Of course, a head-on collision is a head-on collision, but he was more so headed on in the collision space on the driver's side. I meant to say driver's side versus the passenger side. And my other baby sat over there, no person in the seat. So the airbag would have probably taken care of her whole body over there. And then she was sitting up right in the car seat. My other baby was turned around because she was a little baby. And, I'm on the driver's side with her. I used to do it that way because I used to be able to get to the car seat in and lock it in easier, having her sit on my side. But I said all that to say, I've been there. And Maurice was like, well, I can't really talk about it right now. And then Kim was like, well, help me help you. And he looked at her with the most conviction in his eyes and said, I don't think you can help me. I cannot make this stuff up, y'all. And that's going to end the episode review. Like I said, when I do these dual recaps on 2 shows, if you like one show better than the other, don't click off the video. Go to the video that you like best. Go to the show that you like best. And then you will see, not right now, previously, that I give on both. Okay? So we have Belle Collector and Love and Marriage Huntsville. one band, one sound. And please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. And send supers to your girl. Super chats. Because I am able to get those now. And like, comment, and subscribe. When you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And it moves up in the algorithm. Plus, with now that I get supers, I can also request cash out. So, that 100% goes to growing my channel. So I would appreciate it. Of course, you don't have to give, but giving from your heart is a great thing. And all you have to do for cash app is give $1. I know these are hard times, and even $1 is hard to come by now. I've been there. But I'm just saying, those of you who can, do so. And give them from your heart. It's not a bad thing, and it helps grow the channel. Because the more you invest in me, the more I can invest in this channel. Now, let me go. I'm going to have to chunk them. I don't even know if I'm able to do my deuces or not. Come on in. But as I do when I close, I'm going to talk about deuces. Did I do it? No, I didn't. But okay, I'll see y'all later.